single day.
Good day, children. Now we are going to study about fluid pressure. Last class only we saw about it is defined as pressure exerted by fluids. So what is this pressure exerted by fluids? Even in air we have the pressure exerted by fluids. Okay. Fluid means liquid and gases. Gas is nothing but our atmosphere consists of air, consists of all the gases, and in fluids means any liquidy things which is flowing from one place to another or which is flowy material. We'll call it as fluid. Therefore, air plus water is equals to liquid pressure. Air plus water including water, liquid pressure. That liquid pressure will be more. Properties of fluid pressure. Pressure increases with increase in depth. Pressure decreases with height. Pressure applied at any point is equally transmitted in all the directions. Now, pressure increases with increase in depth. For example, in a bucket of water, the pressure will be less in the top, but the pressure will be more in the bottom. Okay, take a big bucket of water, make a hole in bottom also and top also. Which water will flow with more pressure? Down only, because in water the pressure will be more in the bottom. Pressure decreases with height. What is this pressure decreases with height? When you're climbing in a hill, when you're climbing upstairs, when you're climbing down, from starting from the downstairs, the pressure will be more. We'll walk fast. But when you're going up and up and up, our energy decreases. So that is that. So pressure increases with increase in depth. So same thing I told you. How to have that experiment? Take a bucket of water, fill the bucket of water with full of water. Take the bucket full of water and make a hole in the bottom also and top also. Which water will fall with more pressure? The down only will have the more pressure. So in a hill we are going to climb, pressure decreases. When I'm going to top height, our energy decreases. Even the atmospheric pressure, that is air, will push us down. So when we go in the height, the pressure decreases. Okay, so that is pressure decreases with height. Next is pressure applied at any point is equally transmitted in all the directions. Okay, now we are going to take a syringe. You must have seen. You used to take needles from the doctor, no? You have seen that syringe. It will be in plastic, children. That syringe, the nurse is going to take injection medicine. Inside you must have one piston to push the medicine inside our body. So the pressure of the piston in the injection works as the same. So that is pressure applied at any point is equally transmitted in all the directions. See, yesterday also I sent the video for you. Okay, only some of them saw. If you did not see the full video, we are helpless children. You have to see the full video. The 29 minutes the video comes. 27-29 minutes the video comes. If you're not seeing the full video, how you learn the lesson, children? You have to see the full video. Then only. Okay. Now again we'll come to the point. Pressure applied at any point equally transmitted in all the directions. So I told you that syringe experiment that you have to understand. Next, pressure decreases with height. Pressure decreases with height. See, a man is climbing in a hill or mountain. The man is climbing. See, he is having oxygen at the back of his body. Why he is having oxygen? When he is downstairs of the hill or even he is down in the hill, you'll be having more pressure and atmospheric air will be there. But when it continuously goes up, atmospheric air will not consist of oxygen, then the person will have more pressure. Okay, that is, pressure will be decreased. When down he is having more pressure, and when slowly when he is going up, the pressure will be decreased. So he needs to have oxygen for the respiration to be alive. So pressure decreases with height. So that time pressure decreases. Pressure is nothing but pressure is happening in atmospheric air. Air consists of all the gases. Pressure up at any point is equally transmitted in all the direction. Now look at the diagram. They have a round beaker. The beaker full of water and it has holes also. And then center we have piston. We are going to fill the water and we are going to push the piston downwards. Then all the water will flow, is it not? So that is only piston. You are going to put downwards. When you are going to push the piston downwards, the pressure, okay, transmits equally to all the sides of the beaker, and the beaker has holes. All the water will flush out and come in all the sides. That is only pressure applied at any point is equally transmitted in all the directions. Same thing only I told for the injection also. Injection, they are going to take medicine and they are going to push it. All the injection will come together in one point. Is it not? Injection needle tip, it will come. Next, pressure increases with the increase in depth. Yes. Now take a beaker and fill it with water. Down also hole is there, top also hole is there. Can you see there? Yes. And down is A dash you keep, top hole is kept called as A. Now water is filled. Where the water is flowing? Down only is flowing more. Down only the pressure is more. Let us try to find some more answers to some facts. For that, first we have to understand the concept. Always in liquid, the basement will have more pressure. When it is in gaseous state, when it is going height wise, the pressure decreases. First question, why do climbers take oxygen cylinder along with the climbing heights? Atmospheric pressure decreases with height, therefore oxygen available from breathing is comparatively less. Okay, comparatively less. So that's why the man carries oxygen cylinders at the back of the body. So when he is climbing in a hill, he will have less pressure, decreased pressure. So he is having more oxygen for the respiratory problem. So O2 gas, that is oxygen, he is taking. Okay. So when it is downwards, the pressure will be more. When it is going heightwards, the pressure will be less. Hope you understood, children. So whenever he is climbing, anywhere if you climb, it will be very difficult. When you get down, it will be very, very easy for you. Same thing. Even climbing the steps also. While climbing, we will feel more difficulty. While coming down from top to bottom, we will feel less difficulty. By this, what you understand? So whenever we are going to climb a hill or a mountain or many steps for temples and all, when we are starting, we'll have more strength to walk. So when we are climbing up, we'll have more suffocation. When you're climbing up, we'll have more suffocation. Move from one place to another. Because when you're climbing up, our body goes straight and the pressure decreases and we are not able to breathe. So, and we'll feel sometimes vomiting also. Okay. So, that's why atmospheric air will disturb us. As a result, nausea kind of disorder is commonly seen and sometimes the blood vessels of mountainous get burst and they blood through nausea to increased pressure. This is the reason that mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders with them. So, oxygen is not there, our respiratory system will struggle to get oxygen and automatically it will start to burst. So when you are climbing up, at the bottom the pressure will be more, the top the pressure will be decreased. Okay, hope you understood, children. So body will become tired and it will be in the need of atmospheric air. So even in mountains, even if you can feel chillness, but oxygen will be less in number. The oxygen content will be less in number. Why deep sea divers wear special suits while diving? Liquid pressure increases with depth. Pressure is the high at the bottom, therefore deep sea divers have to wear special suits to protect themselves from high pressure. Otherwise, it may crush their bodies. See, when you are going for a swimming, the bottom atmospheric pressure, the pressure will be more. It will pull your body and you may die. For that, if you wear light clothes, it will make you to float on the sea level. Okay, then what will happen? Even full legs they will wear, even legs, hands and all. Even they will have oxygen cylinders. Many times you must have seen. More pressure will be there at the bottom. More different types of gases in the fluid, that is in sea water. That time it will pull your body to the down. It will attract. Then you may die. So for that what happens? That person may die, those who are swimming. Okay, that's why they'll wear light clothes and keep their body floating so that they'll get the less atmospheric pressure on the top of the sea level. Next, let us do some activities. So what all points we are discussing, copy, children. Activity to show that pressure increases with the depth. Take a plastic container, make 3 holes at different heights, put the container under tap. The water pressure theory. Now the water is filled in the tank. Now see that downwards which hole is there, that place only pressure is more and the water is coming out of the thing, and middle in medium size only the water is coming, and the first one slowly the water comes. So from this what you can understand, 3 different types of water. Only the bottom water is having high pressure. So in fluids the bottom is having high pressure and the middle part is having medium pressure and the top part is having light pressure. That's why the flow of water is light. In the medium, the water flow is medium, and in the ground, that is ground level, base level, the water pressure is more. That's why if you are staying in a 3-storied building, ground people will have more pressure of water. First floor will have medium pressure of water and the second floor will have less pressure of water flow. Hope you understand. This is a water pressure theory. Water pressure theory. The pressure increases with the depth. The pressure increases with the depth. Children, write all the points in the notebook what all we are discussing. Put class number and you have to write the points. How gas pressure can be measured? By instrument called manometer. They will ask in one word. How gas pressure can be measured? By instrument called manometer. It consists of U-shaped glass tube containing mercury. The level of the mercury is initially same in both the arms to measure gas pressure. It's one side, it is connected to gas supply. Now look at the figure. A pipe is connected with the U-shaped glass tube and gas is flown. So what happens when the pressure increases or decreases? The mercury level will change from one place to the another. Even the points will be given on the measurement table. For example, think of a thermometer, how a mercury will go from one place to another. You have seen an old thermometer. You will have a liquid metal present in it. That liquid metal is nothing but fluid of mercury. Okay. So it will measure the pressure of the gases. Even it will be in U shape, then only the flow will be regulated and it will be calculated. Hope you understood, children. So the initial will be same in both the arms, but when the pressure increases or decreases, the mercury will show the level of the gas pressure which is in the tube. Hope you understood, children. So the tube should be in what shape? U shape. Why it should be in U shape? If it's straight, the pressure increases, the tube may burst. If the pipe is in straight shape, if it decreases also, no use of measuring. If it is in U shape, the level will be increased and decreased. Then for us, it will be easy to measure the pressure. Okay. Who and all is not understanding, personally message me, children. You'll be having my number. That time we can discuss more. And who and all did not see part 1 and part 2 video, please message me. I'll send all the 3 links of the video to you so that one full lesson will be finished. Okay. It will be easy for you, and notes also I have given. Try to copy all the notes in your notebook. The difference in the level of mercury in both the arms determines gas pressure. So we'll be having two different ends, is it not? So the level of the mercury in both the arms, both the sides, it will be added. Then it will show the gas pressure of the U-tube. Next, atmosphere. We know that air is all around us. Atmosphere, the envelope of air around us, it excretes up to the many kilometers. Now look at the diagram. Atmosphere consists of different type of gases. Oxygen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide. We are, as human body, we are in need of only oxygen. Plants needs only carbon dioxide. Okay. So for the greenery of the leaf, photosynthesis, it's making food of its own. Okay. So like that, atmosphere, the envelope of air around us, it extends up to many kilometers. So that kilometers only is this written the ecosphere, troposphere, stratosphere, like that. Okay. Understand the points. So different types of layer will have consist of different types of gases according to the gas level. That's why when you climb up, we'll have respiratory problems and less oxygen present. So according to our country, our surroundings, our world, the nature has made that oxygen will be more present in atmosphere, okay, surrounding us, so that it will be useful for us to for the respiratory function. But according to troposphere, stratosphere, and then ecosphere, different types of gases will be present according to their level. So it depends upon the gases level. That's why when you climb up to certain height, we can feel that suffocation and we'll have more pressure and we cannot breathe properly. That's why we'll carry oxygen bags at the back of your body, okay, to avoid the problems. Next, it is the pressure exerted by the atmospheric air. So pressure exerted in atmospheric air, where the pressure exerted from the atmospheric air, okay, that is gas state. Atmospheric air consists of all the different types of gases. Different types of gases, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, what all gases, helium, etc. Anything which will be present in the atmosphere. So pressure exerted by the atmospheric air. Atmospheric air gives what? Atmospheric pressure. That is, pressure which comes from atmospheric air is called as atmospheric pressure. Hope you understood, children. Are you writing all the points from in the notebook as you are attending class? Now I want to know that who all did not attend the classes. You have to message me. Who all did not attend the classes, please message me. I'll do it for you. Okay. Hope you understood, children. Now look at the diagram and what all points we are discussing. Copy it. Okay. Next, why rubber sucker sticks to wall when it is pressed against wall? When we press the rubber suckers, most of the air between the surface and the rubber escapes out and sticker sticks to the wall due to atmospheric pressure acting on it. Okay. You must have that rubber stickers. You must have seen at the back of any hooks, you'll be having rubber stickers that you can easily stick on walls. Okay. Inside the rubber wall, there will be little gas that we cannot see. Once we are pushing that rubber sticker to the wall, it will stick. Okay, next. It will stick. So that atmospheric pressure inside the rubber will come out. Because of the pressure, it will go stick in the wall. Okay. This you must have seen. All must have experienced this. Must have played also. So it escapes the air between the rubber and the wall. Look at the thing and copy all the point. Okay, you can copy all the points. All the question also you have to copy, children. By this video we are finishing first lesson, children. Okay, those who did not understand, please message me personally. I will send first video, second video and third video for you. So for sticking the rubber sticker also we are in need of force. We are in need of force. Okay. Next, to pull it back, one needs to apply certain force which should be enough to overcome the atmospheric pressure. We have to pull it, okay, to remove the rubber suckers or any stickers with using rubber stickers. Against the atmospheric pressure, you have to use your force and pull the rubber from front side to back side. Again, there the atmospheric air will enter inside the rubber cork, and because of the atmospheric pressure, we can remove the rubber suckers back side. So, what happens? Force increases and then the pressure decreases. Force will be increased and the pressure will be decreased, and it will go inside, and we can easily remove the rubber suckers. Copy the point, children. So, hope you understood, children. Now, next point, atmospheric pressure can be measured by instrument barometer. So, first is manometer, that is atmospheric pressure of a liquid. Now, atmospheric pressure can be measured by instrument barometer. It consists of trough containing mercury with inverted tube. As atmospheric excrete pressure, the mercury level from trough moves up, which gives the value of atmospheric pressure, that is 760 millimeter on a mercury scale. Can you look at the figure? So, it will measure the atmospheric pressure. So, it is a inverted tube which is having a small trough inside. Okay, when the atmospheric pressure increases or decreases, the trough will move from one place to another place, and the measurement will be present on the barometer tube. So easily you can measure the atmospheric pressure of the surrounding. So it is 760 millimeter on mercury scale. Underline that, 760 millimeter on mercury scale. So you can understand that mercury level from trough moves up, which gives the value of atmospheric pressure, that is 760 millimeter on mercury scale. Okay, that mercury will be present on the scale. It will move from one place to another. So by that you can understand the meaning of atmospheric pressure. Okay, hope you understood, children. Write the topic and write all the points we are discussing. Draw the diagram if you can. It will be helpful for you to understand, children. Okay. elaborately each one point I am discussing. Copy the points according to this and finish it. I'll check the notes. Next, why our bodies do not get crushed due to intense atmospheric pressure? It is due to pressure inside our bodies which is just equal to atmospheric pressure. A very good question and very good answer. See, yesterday in last class I told water is filled with hot water and the bottle is getting crushed. Why our body is not getting crushed? Yes, in our body only we have fluids. You understood? The temperature of the body. It equalizes the body and the body will not get crushed. Even we have atmospheric pressure inside our body which will stabilize our body. Even it is more pressure or less pressure, the body will not get crushed. Okay. So hope you understood. Very good, a very good question. It is an application based question. You can easily understand. Our body consists of atmospheric pressure, all the gases and fluids. See, even our body consists of fluids like blood, water, and all the minerals. Okay, and in our body consists of oxygen. So, oxygen also is stabilized. That's why even nowadays they'll check our body with using a oximeter whether our oxygen level is good or not. Okay. Now let us perform some activities. Activities show liquid excrete pressure at the bottom of container. Take a tube of approximately length 15 cm. Take a piece of good quality rubber balloon. Stretch the rubber balloon over the end of the tube. Okay. Now on the end of the tube we are going to put the balloon. You can see that. So one straight length of tube you have to take. The piece of good quality rubber balloon is fixed at the bottom of the tube. What happens when you flow air or when the atmospheric air moves inside, the pressure increases in down, that is in the depth of the balloon, and the balloon will automatically start to blow. Copy the question and the answer, children. It's a small activity. So what happens? Hold the pipe in the middle at the vertical position. Now pour the water into it. You will notice balloon starts bulging. As more and more water is poured, balloon bulges more. The balloon will bulge more. So it shows that atmospheric pressure is more in the depth, and how much water you are pouring, that much the balloon will expand and fill water inside the balloon. So as more and more water is poured, balloon bulges more at the bottom. From this we can know that bottom will have more atmospheric pressure in fluids. So copy these 4 points also, children. Try to draw the diagram also. Next, activity to show the liquid excrete pressure on walls of container. Also on the side of the container, take a plastic bottle, fix a cylindrical glass tube near it as shown in the figure. Okay. Now we are going to take a plastic bottle, fix cylinder glass tube near it as shown in the figure. Can you see that? At the bottom, what happened? They fixed a cylindrical gas tube. And what is fixed? Guess what is fixed? Children, guess. Now only we did previous activity. So in a cylindrical bottle at the bottom, a glass tube is fixed and even the balloon is fixed. Can you see that balloon? Now we are going to fill the water bottle with water. The depth, the water goes to the balloon. Stretch rubber balloon on the mouth of the tube. Now fill the bottle half with the water. The balloon starts bulging. It shows the pressure exerted on the walls of the container. At the walls of the container also the pressure will be excreted. See, when you are filling the water also, half bottle or full bottle, whatever water first you are pouring, that bottle will go first to the balloon only. Then only a water bottle will start to fill. So this shows that pressure exerted on the walls of the container also. Even in the walls also pressure is there. Walls is nothing but water bottle side. Okay. Hope you understood, children, and copy this 4 points with the diagram. Next activity to show that liquid execute equal pressure at the same depth. Take empty plastic bottle, drill 4 holes near bottom at the same height. Now fill the bottle with water. Down only we are going to put holes, basement only. Then all the holes will empty the beaker. Once the beaker is filled with water, automatically, because all the holes are in same size and same bottom, immediately all the water will be down only, pushing out. So the atmospheric pressure in the bottom will be same for all the holes. From this you can understand that different level, the hole is not in different level, it is in the base level. Okay, but the water will be filled. So observe the streams of water coming, or water flows with same pressure I told. This indicate that liquid execute equal pressure at same depth. So ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ all the water will have the same depth. Copy these 3 points also, children. Look at the diagram and understand and copy all these 3 points. See, I'm keep on telling. Write all the points. I dot all the points. Your unit test also I have given. Keep your 200 pages notes ready. Keep see all of you see the 3 classes. Okay. Monday when the school reopens, we have to check all the notes of your things. Okay. 100 pages test also, pre-test also I'll check. Unit test also I will check. Okay. Hope you understood and you have written. I am waiting for the notes to be corrected.